And welcome everybody courtside as the University of Tampa men's basketball team gets ready to take on the Rollins Tars in a Sunshine State Conference basketball game at the Bob Martinez Center on the campus of the University of Tampa. Hi everybody, Jack Ike along with Scott Lynn as we get ready for another big battle between a couple familiar conference foes. The Spartans come in 8-5, 2-3 in the Sunshine State Conference. That's in 6th place. Rollins comes in 8-6, 2-4 in the Sunshine State Conference, right behind the Spartans in 7th place. They did have lost their last 2 games in the conference. The Spartans' last game, a tough one. They had an 18-point lead with 16 minutes to go and lost by 11.
It was a really frustrating loss for everyone concerned, and again, they were up 18 with 16 minutes to play and let it slip away and lost by double figures. That's just almost unheard of. One of the problems, though, was point guard play.
Yes.
Pat Bacon was out injured for the year. You also had Colley out injured, and so you're at your third point guard, and that's Alberto Moreno, and he got into foul trouble. So they had trouble bringing the ball up the floor. That was one of the big issues.
And once Palm Beach Atlantic put the press on, the Spartans had a lot of trouble with it. But we'll get ready for this game. As we said, the Spartans come in 8-5. Rollins comes in 8-6. We'll have the lineups and the start of this game right after the national anthem. So a couple teams in need of a win to keep pace with everybody else in the Sunshine State Conference. Talked to Justin Pecca at halftime of the women's game, and I said, how did you guys move on from that loss last week against Palm Beach Atlantic? I said, first off, you didn't play on Saturday. Was it better to have not played, or would you have rather gotten back? And he said, I think it did us some good to step away for a little bit.
Probably so, yeah. It was one that really pained them because they were kind of right in the thick of things, had been playing great, had scored
4 straight wins,
80 or more points in 5 straight games, and suddenly it all just fell apart over a course of about 15, 16 minutes.
It was a tough one. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game for Rollins. They will start number 2, Connor McKim, a junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Number 15 is Eric Castaneda, a senior from Oviedo, Florida, Haggerty High School. Number 20 is Trevor Riccio, and he is a 6'7 junior from Orlando, Florida. Jacoby Bonner is number 21, the leading scorer on the team from Winter Springs, Florida. And number 22 is Daniel Lowe, a 6'8 senior, also from Oviedo, Florida. They are coached by Tom Kuzman with 700-plus wins to his coaching credit. At Rollins.
In fact, he got his 700th career win one day before Richard Schmidt won his 700th in the game at Florida Tech. So, yeah, these are 2 veteran coaches, and they got a lot of wins between them.
For the Tampa Spartans, they will start number 1, Alberto Moreno. He is a 6'3 junior from Gran Canaria. Number 5 is Freddie Ibrahim. He is a senior from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Number 13, Vincent Biffle, a 6'2 junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 21 is Anthony Gamble. He is a 6'5 senior from Riverview, Florida, Newsom High School. And number 23, Cedric Bellarmine, getting one of his first starts of the year. He is from Congo by way of Miami-Dade Junior College. Spartans, as Scott said, coached by Richard Schmidt, who picked up his 700th win earlier. And I know we talked about it during the women's game, but Tom Jesse picked up his 500th win for the women today for the Spartans as they beat Rollins. Glenn Wilkes Jr. has 700 wins on the women's side. There are 2,600 plus wins coaching in this building tonight.
Yeah, you would think there'd be TV cameras all over the place, but there weren't.
Just ours.
Just us.
Yes.
And we're happy to be here. Now, this should be a very fun game. Again, the Spartans are a little bit thin at the point guard spot because Devon Colley is still not back. He's going to still miss a little bit more time, and he was your starting point guard, especially in the absence of Pat Bacon. But Alberto Moreno has done a nice job this year at the point. Now, he's also had an issue a little bit, apparently, earlier in the day. Had an incident in the shower, slipped or something.
Slipped and fell in the shower.
And they were a little concerned that maybe he wouldn't be able to go, but it's great to see him out here ready to play.
Not only that, I think he's a gamer because they said his parents are in town from Gran Canaria, which is just off the coast of Spain.
Yeah, he wants to play for the folks, no doubt. So it's nice to see him out there. Hopefully he's healthy and no excuses now. You're on the floor. Get out there and play.
You look at the Spartans starting lineup, 60% of it is international.
Oh, yeah.
Congo, Canada, Gran Canaria. And the scoreboard went out.
We had that in the with about 2 or 3 minutes to go in the women's game. The scoreboard just went out. It ended up they were able to finish the game, but here again we were ready to go, and the electrical system has just had an issue. It's flashing off and on, and now it's off again. So we'll see. We kind of had that issue before. We had one other game where we had an issue, a minor issue like that.
Yep.
But tonight has been ongoing a little bit, and I think it's probably frustrating everybody.
We just hope that it's not a telltale sign of things to come for this game. Cedric Bellarmine getting a start for the Spartans. One of the premier rebounders in the conference. He doesn't start, but he is second in the conference in rebounding, just 3 behind the conference leader who started every game. And I mentioned to Justin Pekka, I don't know if you saw the stats here, he has 122 rebounds this year, 51 offensive.
Oh, yeah.
About half his rebounds, just a little under half, are offensive rebounds.
He's the Energizer Bunny. He just goes and goes, jumps and jumps. He's in the popcorn machine. He's always just popping up there, jumping up in and out in the hopper, and he is a guy who great hops, great rebounding sense. He talked to you about going to the weak side. Yep. He knows where the ball is going to come on a shot. So it's always fun to see him, and I know they were playing him coming off the bench because they liked that energy.
Yeah,
was providing a big lift for the Spartans. But tonight they decided they better go with him right from the get-go.
Of course, Justin Pekka said, what's the stat on rebounds by Cedric off his own missed shot? He said, I think he's got about 51 offensive rebounds.
Nobody's counting
off his
those.
Own missed shot.
Nobody's counting those. He got the tip, though. Here we go. With the call.
Alberto Moreno with the ball for the Spartans. McKim on him, tossing it. And a shaky pass. McKim drives on Gamble, puts it up and in, and they are off and running on a turnover. Spartans had way too many turnovers a week ago. 26 in the loss to Palm Beach Atlantic. PBA had a ton in the first half when they went down to the Spartans. Spartans had a lot in the first half, but the Spartans continued to have turnover problems. Moreno from deep water, that is 3-2.
Did you see that, folks? Mom and Dad?
Yep.
Boom. I can still shoot
clap. I'm not sure where they are.
Yeah, I can still shoot it, just like at home in the driveway.
Castaneda. Bounce pass inside. Riccio up and in. Riccio, I should say, up and in, but the call travel.
He turned around and not have a good angle.
Moreno, a little backcourt pressure. That was from Castaneda. Bethel. Similar to the women's team, going zone against the Spartans. Gamble cuts the seam, turns it back, finds Moreno deep, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim's really been playing great. He's started a few games this year.
Gamble from deep water.
Well, and his reputation precedes him. Even the folks from Rollins said, well, if Gamble hits his first shot, we could be in for a long night. We'll see. But that's a good sign for Tampa.
We did tell, again, Justin Pekka, we said Anthony has a tendency that when he hits a few, he likes to make sure the other team, if not everybody on the bench, knows he made some shots. We said, tell him to turn to us.
Yeah, right. Turn to us. We won't tee him up.
No. He did get teed up. I don't think it was last game, but a couple games ago, for taunting the bench after a three. Bonner missing, and Bellarmine with the rebound.
Spartans did have a very costly technical in the game against Palm Beach Atlantic. They were up 15 in the second half, and Vincent Biffle picked up a personal foul, his third, got a technical in his frustration. That was his fourth foul, and he had 7 turnovers on the night.
Yeah.
He was just having one of those nightmare games, but it was right as they started the comeback.
Right, and he went to the bench.
Yeah.
Then when he finally came back in, he fouled out very quickly.
Right.
It was just a terrible sequence of events over the last 16 minutes of that game. Inside Bellarmine, up and in. Nice pass from Ibrahim.
Full court pressure.
Yeah. Ibrahim got pushed around there and hit in the jaw. He's okay. We have a timeout, just a 30-second timeout. And the Spartans are up 8-2 right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Very good start, yeah. Courtyard by Marriott is one of the fine sponsors of UT Athletics. They're located at 3805 West Cypress in Tampa. It's the official host hotel of the Spartans. When you visit, be sure to ask for the UT rate for huge savings. Courtyard by Marriott, simply refreshing. Pizza Hut supports UT Athletics as well. Call Pizza Hut today here in the Tampa area at 251-3399 to get your pizza delivered right to your doorstep. That's right here in campus. And Thursday, grab a Pepsi if you're thirsty. Pepsi has been bringing fun and refreshment to consumers for more than 100 years.
Rollins to inbound. Pass inside to Castaneda. Gamble trots backwards with him. To McKim, I should say. Bonner. Skip pass to the corner. 10 on the shot clock, plenty of time. McKim up high. Dumps it inside. Fake at the free throw line, but the fake was the result of a travel. A little backcourt pressure from both teams so far early in this game. Gamble stolen, another lazy pass from Ibrahim. Maybe a lazy pass or a lazy connection, but just kind of a little nonchalant. I don't know, Freddie seems to think he maybe got hit.
Yeah, Freddie seemed to, he was showing like he got hit on the wrist as he made that pass.
They got to be careful here. Biffle drives, blocked. Moreno gets it back, though. Inside Bellarmine, he loses control and finally controlled by Rollins. 8-4, Rollins with the ball. Sloppy, even though the Spartans still have the 8-4 lead. Castaneda, 3. It's 8-7.
Castaneda has, that's his 10th made 3 of the year. He's now 10 for 30, so about 33% if my math is correct.
Yes, you are a genius. Which is equivalent of shooting 50% from twos. Remember
we went through
that tutorial?
Yes, we did. I learned a lot that night.
Eventually, once I spoke in English.
No.
Moreno, lefty 3, off the back of the rim. Bounces, he gets his own rebound, drives the lane, puts up a little runner, misses it. Bellarmine, I think, gets called over the back.
Yeah. Well, Moreno with good hustle to go get his missed shot, but then he had basically a 3-on-1, had 2 open guys, thought that he could just lay it high off the glass and get it down, but it did not go, and it set up Bellarmine to be in foul.
This is
pick up a foul.
Under 16 timeout. Tampa leads 8-7, 15:42 left in the first half right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Well, Spartan fans, did you know our team has its own official orthopedic physicians? It's true. Let's give a big shout out to Dr. Seth Gasser and the Florida Orthopedic Institute and their sports medicine team for keeping our players safe and providing athletic training services and medical care to UT student athletes. Crown Plaza sponsors UT basketball, offering business travelers high levels of comfort, service, and amenities. Visit Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts. Crown Plaza, the place to meet. And the official chariot of the Spartans is Mart's First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, go online to martsfirst.com. That's M-A-R-T-Z first, F-I-R-S-T, all one word, martsfirst.com. I want to make that very clear because there could be a numeral in there. There could be all kinds of stuff.
There's a lot of ways to say first.
First, yeah, March 1st.
All right, 8-7, 15:42 into the game. Students, by the way, are still out here in Tampa until the 22nd of January. We had a nice long winter break. Into the backcourt, a little pressure from Ibrahim. And he gets the foul.
Freddie was disappointed that he got whistled there.
I think he fouled, though.
I do, too. The thing was he reached with that hand that went right across in front of the body. Yep. If he had reached with the other hand, maybe it would have shown no contact. It was very close, but you're going to get called for that more often than not.
Especially with the referee in even better position.
That was right in front of us. Yeah, I was going to say, we were right here, and the ref was between us and the ball, so he really got a good look at it.
Chance for the lead for Rollins.
Yeah, they led 2-0 early on, but it was Tampa ever since.
Tampa had an 8-2 lead, but it has changed since then, and a foul on Moreno.
Will be on Alberto.
3 fouls on the Spartans so far.
On the bench, handling the ball.
And it will put Lowe on the free throw line.
You know, one thing we did not mention in the women's game that I meant to try to point out was in the first half, I think the Spartans had 10 assists on 11 made field goals, which is an incredible number. Yeah. It meant they were moving the ball very well. They finished the game 14 assists in 20 makes. That's still very
70%.
good. 70%? Yeah, that's still very good. And they were moving the ball very well. They played a perfect game, executed the game plan, and got Tom Jesse his 500th career coaching win. So congrats again to Coach Jesse.
Ibrahim, short. Bonner looks to drive, does, off the glass, left-hander, misses it. Moreno to the other end. Dishes to Gamble. Gamble has it deflected back to him, and the Spartans control it. Nice drive inside, won't fall. Bellarmine with the tip. He's fouled on the tip.
And they're saying in the act of shooting, so he's though it was a tip, he's going to get to shoot free throws.
Bonner with the foul.
Well, he's not the leading free throw shooter on the team. I think we can point that out right about now.
Yes. Spartans are on the road this Saturday at Nova Southeastern, which will be obviously a really, really tough test. Then they're home for back-to-back games next Wednesday, and a week from Saturday. Hits the second, full court press, pass deflected out of bounds.
The crazy thing was, as ugly as the first free throw was, the second was absolutely flawless. Nothing but net. Great arc, right through the net.
Into the lineup is Yanor, almost a steal by Biffle. Hutton Yanor, a freshman from Orlando.
Oh, rejection by Cedric.
Wow. Woo. Biffle, stutter step, jumper inside the arc and good. 11-8 Tampa. Both teams, and a steal deflected by Biffle, I think it was.
Off the Rollins play or off his foot. Tampa ball.
So both teams trying to make it a 94-foot game right now. Coming in quickly for Rollins is Matej Susik. Spartans inbound. Moreno surveys. Moreno back out. Inside, Bellarmine. Dishes to Moreno, and he won't stay. Tipped in by Bellarmine. Boy, he just has a nose for the ball.
Well, he anticipates that every shot's going to be a miss. Even a layup, he's thinking, if it comes off the glass, it's mine.
He has 5. He's just a very active player for the Spartans, and they lead 13-8. Back out. Castaneda off the rim, no good. And Biffle looks, pulls it back out.
Now down by 5.
Moreno looks to drive, stops, tries to put it up. A little English, won't go.
He was looking to get a whistle there, did not. End up being a miss.
Almost a banked 3 by Yanor, but a foul called after the miss. Into the lineup is Parker Davis, number 13, a sophomore from Windermere, Florida, for Rollins.
Anechanaya, number 4, has a first name of Chu, or that's his shortened first name?
Yes.
The play-by-play broadcaster.
He said just call him Chu.
He said just call him Chu.
Everybody knows.
So I think we should.
Okay. Why should we rock the boat?
Yeah. I was trying to say it just to see if I could, and I think I sort of did.
Correctly.
I think I got it, but...
Anechanaya, Chu. Also into the lineup is number 10, Sheldon Oduna. He is from Tampa, Freedom High School. Saw a whole bunch of Freedom jackets, letter jackets in the gym.
Just a sophomore. He might have played with some of those guys in the Freedom jackets.
Yanor dribbles right into Freddie Ibrahim, who takes the ball. Not a game that's going to get style points at this point. Gamble misses. Gamble sporting the headband today.
There again, Cedric was flying to the offensive glass, and he got hip checked out of bounds. And that foul on Castaneda.
Riccio back in. Biffle fights, gets it to go home.
You know, you always talk about don't bring the ball down low, but that went. He took it down to his ankles. Nobody was down there, so it was a good move.
Yep. And that one goes out of bounds. So, turnovers. Maybe not the quantity of last week, but taking a headline early in this game, and we've reached the under 12 timeout with Tampa on top, 15-8. 11:45 left in the first half right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Well, I would beg to differ with you, Jack. They're on pace for 20, which would be right along last week.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's still early, and there's a long way to go.
I remember at one point, Palm Beach Atlantic had more turnovers than minutes played.
Yeah, right, and certainly baskets. I mean, they had more turnovers. It was crazy. They ended up with 20, if I'm not mistaken, turnovers.
21 and 26.
And 26 for Tampa. And many of those for Tampa came in the second half in those last 16 minutes. You want to mention the Barnes & Noble bookstore. It has all your needs in one spot. Stop by, grab the latest UT gear, snacks on the run, as well as thousands of accessories for everyday needs. Open Monday through Saturday, located on the first floor of the Vaughn Center, or shop online at utampa.bncollege.com. Walter's Press Box on South Dale Mabry is Tampa's original sports emporium and eatery, serving for more than 20 years. The Press Box is Tampa's favorite place to watch the big game. The Press Box located at 222 South Dale Mabry.
Tars are shooting.
Gamble, Moreno, Ibrahim, Bellarmine, and Biffle, the same original starters, and I don't think Rollins has one original starter on the floor.
And they're in the 2-1-2 zone at this point. Let's see if the Spartans are able to shoot them out of it. Takes good ball movement and people movement, good passing. There it is.
Rollins good at closing quickly, though. Missed there. Rebound, Ibrahim. Ooh. Good idea looking for Bellarmine. And Cedric gives a little thumbs up saying that was a good idea. I just didn't get there.
Yeah. That's going to be a block.
That's going to be on Alberto.
Yep.
He realized a little too late he wasn't going to get there.
Yeah. And he tried almost to backpedal once he realized, oh boy, I've got to give him room to land once he's up in the air. And this is just a continuation of last week's game. That he got called for that last week, and Richard Schmidt pulls him out and says, look, that's your second foul. Now you have to sit here. So you got to play smart.
Tyler Wilson in the lineup for the Spartans.
And Marino is a very good player and a smart player and a very talented player. He's we saw him playing the point, making passes that I'm not sure anybody else on this team can make.
Right.
But when you make a foul like that and you have to sit down, you're not helping your team at that point.
O'Duna with the miss, rebound, Bellarmine.
Wow, does he get high?
His fifth rebound.
Rollins has missed their last 5 or 6 shots. They're having a hard time.
Biffle, no good.
Both
teams are somewhat cold. Bellarmine gets a hand on it. I don't know if Wilson will get credit for it or not. Nice drive. Biffle hits. Foul called.
Yeah, the rebound did go to Wilson, but you're right. Cedric got the hand on it that deflected it out to Tyler. Well, it's nice to see Vincent Biffle get off to a good start in this game. He's got 6 points already, playing very aggressively, playing smart, and again, such a turnaround, a 180 from last Wednesday night when he really had one of, I think he would probably tell you, one of his worst games, certainly one of his most frustrating games that he's ever had here.
Hits the free throw, now with 7 points, and the lead is 10.
He's almost
Duncan in.
I'm sorry, he's almost outscored Rollins all by himself.
Yeah. Now, if we say that in the third quarter, that'll be even better.
Yeah.
A little pressure from the Spartans. Rollins now into its offense. Brent Duncan guarding Bonner up top. Hand off to Castaneda. Drives on Gamble. Turns him away. Looking with 5 on the shot clock. Yaynor has to fire it. Misses. Duncan, nice box out, nice rebound. Quickly up court to Gamble. He goes to Ibrahim. Back to Gamble. Drives, comes back out. Under 10 to go. Long 3. Oh, nothing but net. A little shout out. Anthony Gamble knocks down his second three-pointer of the day, and the lead is 21-8. Pass inside, and they completed the pass, but I think a foul on Wilson, trailing the play.
Trying to deny that inside position. Got a little bit of holding called on him, I think. Boy, good start for the Spartans, though.
Brent Duncan, a little bit too aggressive out top.
Still just the 6th team foul, though, so still no free throws. And
that's got to drive you crazy, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It accomplished nothing.
And they will be in the bonus on the next foul.
Bonner up top. Pass it around. Yaynor to Bonner. Sends Freddie Ibrahim to the deck. Misses the shot anyway. Even Freddie's got to laugh at that one.
Jacoby Bonner's got kind of the old school glasses going on.
Yeah, he does. Are they the Rambus?
Yeah, sort of.
Rambus had more goggles, didn't he?
Yeah. Kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
He's my favorite Rollins player right now. I was a bespectacled young man myself back in the day.
The Spartans almost lost it out of bounds. Will retain possession. 17 on the shot clock.
Into his half.
Abraham looking at the 2 1-2 zone.
See, but when I was playing, you had a little strap.
I had
you
a
had a strap on the back of your glasses. He doesn't have that. His glasses
just fit so tight
wrapped
anymore.
around his ears somehow.
Biffle got slapped in the face. They stopped play. Nothing called, but timeout because he did get hit.
I mean, looking at that, that's amazing to me. How did those glasses stay on? Jacoby looks like he's going to the library rather than to
he does have a band in the
back. Does he have one?
Yeah,
oh, good. I just didn't see it. Okay.
I just saw him adjusting it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it is there. Okay. I see it as well now.
Yep.
Well, now I'm relieved. I thought maybe I was missing out on something.
Suction cups or something.
Yeah.
Biffle, fake, up, short. And rebound ripped down by Lowe. The original starters now back in the lineup. Yenor tipped out of bounds, and it will stay Rollins ball. Actually, not the original starters. Yenor is
he's off the bench, yeah.
4 starters.
Very tentative. 15 to shoot, 8:24 remaining.
Spartans lead 21-8. McKim drives. Stopped. Lowe has it.
Sideways with 8 to shoot.
And a nice drive by Bonner, and he puts it in. He's the leading scorer on this team.
That's his first bucket tonight, though.
Yeah.
Good job by Tampa so far.
21-10 the score now. Gamble, a 3 on the way. Oh, in and out. McKim surveys ahead. Tipped away by Ibrahim, but controlled by Yenor. Skip pass to Bonner. 3 on the way. Good. 21-13.
The lefty with a nice pop right there. Spotted up. Knocked it down. He's a 50% shooter from deep. That's pretty good.
I noticed that. He didn't have a ton of threes, but still, it was around 20.
Yeah, 8 of 16 coming in.
Biffle. Back out, 10 on the shot clock. Jumper inside the arc, good. Biffle now at 9 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Lead back double digits. Yenor, nice drive, lays it in.
Yenor, just a freshman out of Orlando, Timber Creek High School. Hutton Yenor, they said that they just call him Hut. He might even just say Hut on the back of his jersey. I'm not sure.
I think it says Yenor.
Does it? Okay. Yep. You know what? It looked to me like Tampa might have got away with a travel.
Yeah, well, they call Gamble for the charge. So that's the worst of the evils. Yeah. We've reached the under 8 timeout. 6:35 to go in the half. 23-15 Tampa. Watching right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Firehouse Subs is a sponsor of UT basketball. For fresh made, hot, or cold subs, visit Firehouse Subs. At Firehouse, their subs are made the firefighter way, served steaming hot and loaded with the finest fresh, sliced meats and cheeses. Located at 2617 West Kennedy Boulevard, Firehouse, founded by firemen. Your trusted Tampa Subaru dealer is Mastro Subaru, located at 6402 West Hillsborough Avenue. Customers can view their huge Subaru inventory as well as receive full-service maintenance on vehicles. As a Spartan sponsor, watch for Mastro's UT staff and student service specials. At Mastro Subaru, our reputation rides with you. And Embassy Suites downtown, connected via Skybridge to the Tampa Convention Center. Embassy Suites offers a convenient location close to dining and entertainment in downtown Tampa. Located just a few blocks from campus, come stay in luxury at 513 South Florida Avenue in Tampa.
Spartans by 8, 6:35. Jack Ike and Scott Lynn with the play-by-play broadcast.
You know, this Rollins team started out the season 5-0, but they've lost 4 of their last 5. They beat Palm Beach Atlantic. They beat St. Leo. They have losses against Embry-Riddle, Lynn, Nova Southeastern, and Bear.
Again.
Oh, that happens. Like sometimes. But their wins, again, are PBA and St. Leo. Their losses, Embry-Riddle, Lynn, Nova Southeastern, and Barry. The interesting thing, though, is that they are 2-0 away from home in the conference. 0-4 at home. You don't see that a lot.
No.
This is a team that is 6th in the nation in steals, Rollins, but they don't normally press all that much. It's usually done in the half court. They maybe play the passing lanes pretty well. They're always looking to reach in, knock the ball away. We've seen a little bit of that already. You got a stopwatch?
I was going to say, this is going to be like the rec league games they used to play up in Wisconsin. The guy sat at the table with a stopwatch and shouted out the time and the score once in a while. Yeah, usually had the little red and blue things you'd flip for the score.
We mentioned that it has happened during a game earlier this year, but it was only like one time and then it got fixed. It's now happened, counting the women's game, 4 or 5 times?
Fourth or fifth, Once in the women's game.
Yeah.
Late.
Yeah.
In the men's game, immediately.
Before the tip, right? Yeah, you're right. But we talked about the 700 career coaching wins. These are 2 veteran head coaches. Tom Klussman picked up his 700th career win on December the 7th when they beat Palm Beach Atlantic 80-79. 700 career wins. He now has 701. They've only won one time since he picked up his 700th win. His 700th win was one day before Richard Schmidt won his 700th at Florida Tech. Schmidt, though, his team has been a little bit hot. They had won 4 in a row until that last game.
Right.
And so he now leads the SSC all-time with 703 victories. So it's 703, 701. These 2 coaches with a lot of victories between them. Richard Schmidt, of course, started his career at D1 Vanderbilt. Yeah. Was there a couple of seasons. And then he resurrected the Tampa program.
And you do mean resurrected. It was disbanded.
It went away. Yeah, it went away and was gone for 13 years or something like that. Yeah. And then he brought it back.
82, I believe it was.
And he's been there now. This is his 38th season as the head coach, as a college head coach, his 36th season at UT. Going for career win number 704 tonight.
18 of the wins at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Scoreboard was back. Now it's out again.
You could almost have your cheeseburger now. You got it delivered to your scorer's table just before the opening tip. I'm guessing you're going to have to search out a microwave at halftime.
Yeah, I don't know. Are cold cheeseburgers as good as cold pizza?
Cold cheeseburgers are okay. I'm not so sure your fries are going to be as good as they were.
I've been those during the.
Have you? Okay.
When you're doing commercials.
Okay. Well, I can read a few more commercials if you need me to.
Scoreboard is back for now.
The concession stand was a busy place between games.
More people waiting for food than serving food.
Yes, sir.
Low inside. Oh, airborne on the pass.
Low ruined the basket standard.
Things are just falling apart.
Ibrahim had to send out and get something delivered by Amazon in order to resurrect the basket.
Get some Velcro or some duct tape and you're ready to go.
Okay.
The Universal Men's Tool duct tape.
Yep. That's what I got for Christmas.
Various colors.
Just Spartan red. Well, they caught Vincent that time. And again, I've seen quite a few of the players, really on both sides, not get that ball down before they move.
Yes.
They've established their pivot foot. They need to dribble before they move again. And that time it got whistled. I've seen a few that haven't been whistled here so far in this game. Both sides.
Brendan Baker into the Spartan lineup, number 32, a sophomore from Texas.
Did I mention Cedric Bellarmine can get high? He just blocked that shot like nobody's business.
Rebounds, tips, alters shots, blocks shots. If he can perfect that jump shot or just improve it. Got another one just reaching around. Got about 6 or 7 by now. No good.
The thing is, Bonner, in that zone, Bonner's trying to keep him out of there. He's only 6'2".
Yeah.
Bellarmine is 6'7" and can leap over tall buildings.
A little sloppy at the other end. The Spartans come out with the ball. To the corner. Ibrahim fakes, drives, kicks it out. Biffle back to Ibrahim. And kicked away. Under 5 minutes to go, first half.
How about that Chicago Bears playoff game?
Oh, don't talk about it.
With the poor kicker. The ball was tipped, we understand,
yes,
right?
They officially determined it was a tipped field goal.
Tipped field goal, but it hit the upright and then
I'm a Bears fan, so
I know I'm bringing it up. Painful. It was very painful.
I got to work the next day. My boss, our CEO, is an Eagles fan from Philadelphia.
Ooh.
And I walk in and he goes, "Oh, Double Doink is here."
Double Doink. Yep, that's feel bad for the guy.
Woo! Biffle for 3. Biffle now at 12. And he continues to almost keep pace with Rollins. So the thing I found was sad is Parkey and his family got some death threats.
Yeah, that's awful.
It's like, come on, people.
Not right.
Nice shot by Bonner there. 26-17.
One of the memes I saw on Twitter was a picture of the kicker saying the second most hated man in Chicago, and then the next picture was Bartman from the Cubs.
Cedric Bellarmine, I think, will get credit for 3 rebounds and a tip in there.
That's right.
He was just playing volleyball. There were 2 Rollins players around him, and he just kept tipping it. Not sure how many rebounds he'll get him, but he tipped it twice before tipping it in. Ibrahim, rebounds, fouled. Fouls on Lehman.
Well, I think they gave him two rebounds.
Did they?
So 7.7 boards right now for Cedric.
We've reached the under 4 timeout. 28-17, Spartans on top by 11. That's their biggest lead of the game. No, the biggest lead was 13, I should say. 3:36 to go. Spartans up by 11 right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. At Jimmy John's, they're freaks about fresh bread, meats, and veggies because that means better sandwiches for all. Just trying to give you an opportunity.
You do food commercials?
Cheeseburger. Yeah, I know. I'm saying cheeseburger, cheeseburger. It's your cue if you'd like. Although you're going to heat it up later. Okay, I get it. Freaky fresh, freaky fast. Jimmy John's. Freak, yeah. And Florida Orthopedic Urgent Care. We want you to give it up to the Spartan team of physicians of Florida Orthopedic Institute, Florida's largest orthopedic group, and to Dr. Seth Gasser and his sports medicine team for keeping our players active and safe on and off the field with their Ortho Urgent Care, located just minutes away in South Tampa. While Jack feeds his face, I'm going to tell you the Spartans are 11 of 28 from the floor, 39%, while the Tars are shooting 41% from the floor, 7 of 17. Turnovers, 7 turnovers for Rollins thus far, 6 for Tampa. The Spartans are winning the battle of the boards in a big way, 21-7. Oh, when you said look at that, I looked over to see if you had eaten your cheeseburger yet. But
Spartans have more offensive rebounds than Rollins has rebounds.
Wow. How many offensive rebounds?
11.
That's amazing.
None for Rollins. Total rebounds, 7 for Rollins.
Bellarmine has 7. Rollins has 7.
Yep.
Wow. You can multitask. You can eat fries and check the monitor.
I can.
I am proud of you. That was very
nice.
Talk. Well, not with your mouth full.
No, well, I can, but it's unbecoming.
Yes.
Ibrahim hitting that free throw makes it 29-17.
Freddie's on the board.
And he knocks the second one down.
Freddie, 4 rebounds, 5 assists here in this first half. That's terrific. I'm sorry, Jack. They do need that too on a night where you're down, 2 other point guards, and Marino was on the bench with 2 fouls for much of this half.
McKim, nice pass inside the low, and he stuffs it home.
It's nice being 6'8".
I would dunk all the time if I was 6'8".
I would too. I would never shoot a shot. I would dunk every time. Until Cedric Bellarmine denied me that opportunity.
Ten on the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Baker, 3, and he knocks it down. A lefty. He hit one last game, too. Doesn't shoot often, doesn't play often, but hit that one. 33-19. Give and go. Nice job by Biffle to deny the shot. Nothing was called at that end. And another running start for Biffle.
And I think he even put his back foot on the line too. So it was pick your poison. He also traveled. So travel or stepping on the line, either way. But again, a much better game tonight for Vincent Biffle. 12 points in 17 minutes. Very into the game, playing very intelligently, and such a great thing to see after his frustrating game a week ago.
Castaneda finds low. Kick it around. O'Duna. McKim's going to launch a 3. No good. Fighting for it is Bellarmine. I think he'll get credit for that rebound.
Yes,
it hit the ground, but he corralled it.
The shot's got to go to somebody, so he'll take it.
I used to think that was a team rebound when it hit the ground.
Yeah.
Thought that for years. Then I was schooled and learned what it was.
There are team rebounds, but if I'm not mistaken, that's on a missed free throw.
A team rebound is when the ball changes possessions. Possession like going out of bounds off a shot.
Okay.
And it has to be a reason for why it changed possessions.
Okay. There you go.
I lobbied that I should get all team rebounds when I was playing.
I would have supported you in that effort had I been your teammate.
O'Duna misses. High to rebound, though, is Rollins. Castaneda with that one. McKim looking. Castaneda drives. Avoids Ibrahim and lays it in.
Ibrahim set up in the lane like he was a concrete wall or something, and didn't move, didn't get hit either.
Nice job by Gamble. Bellamy lays it in, and they're calling it an offensive foul. And I would
beg to differ?
Yeah. I mean, we play it straight.
We really don't have to tonight because Rollins has a radio play-by-play man, and they're on TV. Students calling a game on their TV set. So we're going to just do Tampa today. We can root openly for Tampa if you'd like. No, we're professional.
I just didn't think he charged.
I didn't either.
I thought he'd get him kind of glance.
I thought he went sideways past the block.
Yep.
The defensive player.
Shoot it. Oh, he had an open look.
Top of the key, in and out. Biffle fouled from behind. Munson with the foul. I think just about every player on Rollins has gotten in. Pretty darn close.
Let me see here. You may be right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They've played 12 players.
12. There's two guys with warm-up still on. Biffle, 13 points. Lead, biggest of the game, equaling it with 13. 13 for Biffle. The lead is 13. 59 seconds to go. The lead is 14-14 for Biffle. It's a trend.
You are 58 seconds from Microwave City, Jack Ike.
Cheeseburger. McKim with the jumper hits. 45 seconds to go. Got a full court pressure in the.
After the make, we saw the Rollins women's team do that as well.
And a timeout by Richard Schmidt. 32nd timeout. Spartans up by 12. 38 seconds to go in the half.
I think they want to get a good shot here. They do have to shoot. There's 22 on the shot clock, 37 on the game clock, so they do need to shoot the ball before, and Rollins should have the final shot of the half, in all likelihood, unless Cedric Bellamy gets an offensive rebound. Yeah. But the bottom line is they want to get a good look here and maybe up that lead here once again to 14 or maybe even 15 before Rollins has that last shot. And you had the timeout anyway, so go ahead and use it.
Yep. Spartans send out Baker, Duncan, Gamble, Ibrahim, and Biffle.
If you're joining us late, again, the UT women's team beat Rollins, handing the Tars just their second conference defeat of the season, as Tom Jesse picked up his 500th career coaching win against a very good Rollins team. I was really impressed with them.
And a very close friend in Glenn Wilkie, too.
Oh, yes. In fact, they had their picture taken together.
A couple times, yeah.
And I know that you didn't hear it. Tom Jesse told me.
Baker knocks another one down.
There's that good shot they were looking for.
Yep.
Tom Jesse told me afterwards, Jack, that Glenn Wilkie beat Tom Jesse here for his 500th career coaching win.
500
I didn't know.
for the half. Munson, a little too long. Biffle looks, launches. No.
That would have counted.
Yep. We've reached halftime, and the Spartans lead by 15 points over Rollins. 38-23 is the score at halftime. Spartans are led by Vincent Biffle with 14 points, and on the rebounding end, Cedric Bellamine with 8 rebounds. So, good first half for the Spartans.
Absolutely.
Well, we're going to step out and come back just a couple minutes before the start of the second half, get you updated on stats. Spartans 38, Rollins 23, right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
I mean, I'll help.
And welcome back. We're getting ready for the start of the second half. Tampa Spartans lead the Rollins Tars 38-23. Sunshine State Conference men's basketball. Jack Ike, Scott Lynn with the broadcast to this point. Let's go get you updated on the stats for the game other than the 38-23 halftime score. Freddie Ibrahim with 2 for the Spartans. Vincent Biffle leading the way with 14 on 5 of 10 shooting. Anthony Gamble with 6. Brendan Baker with 6, tying his career high. Alberto Moreno with 3, left with 2 fouls and sat on the bench for a while. And Cedric Bellarmine with 7 points, 8 rebounds. So, Scott, we had a discussion while you were gone that he should have gotten credit for 4 rebounds on that one play.
And he only got 2, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Tip in.
Yeah.
Got the bucket.
Yeah, but and one of the things is, with his 8 rebounds, he has equaled the Rollins rebound total. Spartans with that 25-8 rebound advantage. That's just domination.
Yeah, it is. On the other side of the ledger, it's McKim leading with 6 points, or I should say Bonner with 7 to lead the way. McKim with 6, Yanor with 2, Castaneda with 5. Lowe has 3, and that is all the scoring for Rollins. Spartans are shooting 42%. Rollins shooting just about the same, 42%. The problem is they are 10 of 24. The Spartans are 13 of 31. Spartans have hit 6 3-pointers. Rollins just 2. That's your discrepancy to this point.
Well, and one of the other things, in the women's game, McClendon was the leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading shot blocker. She had no block shots. I don't think she got double figure scoring. Bottom line is the Tampa women did a great job against her. Now tonight, the men's team is doing a great job of silencing Connor McKim. He is their leading 3-point shooter at 38%, 26 of 69 for the season coming in. He's only had 1 3-point attempt, so they're doing a nice job of keeping an eye on Connor McKim, and he did miss that 3-point shot. So that's one of the bright signs for Tampa here tonight.
Underway, second half. Spartans by 15. Yanor with the drive, and they let him go all the way, and he lays it in. 38-25. Moreno comes in and falls down. I don't know if he collided. And Yanor back to back. And all of a sudden, 4 quick points in 27 seconds.
Well, Alberto tried to split a double team, and he had the ball knocked away from him and then kind of stumbled to the ground. Not a good start for the Spartans here in the second half. They got to remember what happened a week ago and try to take care of the ball, prize the possessions, and execute the offense.
Gamble way deep, misses. Nobody going for the rebound.
Officials, also like the evidence that Byron was here.
Spartans with the original starters. Drive coming in as Castaneda misses it. Rebound. Bellarmine. I'd tell you what, Bellarmine gives you a spark whether he's off the bench or starting.
He just goes and gets the ball, doesn't he?
Moreno loses it, and it's tipped out of bounds. Will stay Spartans ball.
That game against Palm Beach Atlantic last Wednesday, Cedric Bellarmine, it was a frustrating collapse of a game. The Spartans let one get away that they should have won. But Cedric had 17 points and 16 rebounds, a career high. He just did everything he possibly could.
Gamble has it deflected. Abraham gets it back, and a foul is called.
No, shot clock violation.
Shot clock.
And Freddie knew the clock was going to expire, so he threw it up, and it went in.
Yeah.
But they
said it was late.
Yep, it was a little bit late.
The thing I know with Bellarmine last week is, I think I said it a few times, if you add up the distance of all the baskets he made last week, it was about 6 feet.
Yeah.
A number of dunks, a couple tips, and maybe I think a 2-foot jumper at one point when he went straying away from the basket. Just a very good athlete. Backcourt pressure. Moreno. Spartans have yet to scratch this half. 38-27. Biffle 14 in the first half. Needs to reprise that for the Spartans. 5 on the shot clock. Gamble, does he know it? Pump fake, foul on the way up, and he'll go for 3.
That was an NBA-type move. Draw that foul in three-point range, go to the line for 3. Nice job.
Gamble, 77% from 3, or from the line, I mean.
Entering the season, he was 91% for his career.
That's right,
from the charity stripe, and he really got off to just a horrendous start this season. He was under 50%, I think, for a while, but he has really come back, and now he's approaching 80%.
There's no doubt he's one of the premier shooters in the conference. He's a marked man when he steps on the court.
He is indeed.
Hits all 3. 41-27. Spartans on the board this half. McKim pulls up inside the lane and hits.
I want to correct myself and give Anthony credit. He was never under 50%.
Okay.
He made his first 7 free throws, but then made just 6 of his next 11. So he got dropped down to into the 50s, I think, is where he was. And then he started making free throws again. So it wasn't as bad as I remembered.
Gamble missing there.
It just seemed weird that he wasn't around 80, 90%.
Right. We're accustomed to that. A steal. Taken away by Ibrahim. Spartans the other way. Moreno with the 3, and he rattles it home. And that's the first basket of the game, of the half, for the Spartans, 44-29. And a nice jump shot there by Lowe. 44-31. Moreno turns the corner. Gamble has time and knocks it down. He struggled a little bit tonight. He's 3 of 10.
And Ibrahim with his 8th assist. He's had 2 assists here in this half. He's also got 2 steals. So Freddie Ibrahim, despite only scoring 2 points, both from the charity stripe, he's had a huge impact on this game.
Bellarmine with the steal. Outside to Gamble. Biffle, 3 on the way. Front of the rim.
Vincent's very good on the mid-range jumper. That might have been just a step deep for him.
One thing I noticed they've been doing with Gamble, too, is forcing him a little deeper than normal.
He's not shy about shooting it, though.
No, it hasn't prevented anything.
He is not of the opinion that he's out of his range.
Biffle, nice move, drives the lane, puts up a reverse layup, scores, and got fouled.
And the players on the bench rise to their feet to give him some applause. A nice drive.
47-31. The under 16 timeout is here. 15:34 to go. Second half, Spartans 49, Rollins 31.
University Dining Services by Sodexo allows you to choose from 27 dining stations serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and snacks. The official concessionaire of UT Athletics is Sodexo Campus Dining. Visit the UT website and check dining services for their variety and hours. You know, I'm wondering if some of the students, because they're not back on campus yet, as you said, classes don't start till the 22nd. I wonder if some of the students are watching tonight. A lot of times they're busy. They're busy, you know, doing their campus thing.
Yeah.
They're, you know, having fun with their friends and whatnot. Maybe coming to the game. And
their friends already went back to school.
Yeah, their friends were back to school, so they're probably wondering how the basketball team's doing. They might be watching tonight.
Yeah.
I know normally it's parents for the most part. Parents, friends, family back in their home cities.
Yep.
So we're happy to have anybody, you know, both of you listening tonight. We're very glad to have you here.
You know what? Next week, we're back on next Wednesday, again before they're back in school. We'll ask them to tweet to us, and we'll...
Oh, that's a good idea.
We did that during baseball one year.
Yeah.
Just ask people to tell us where you were watching.
And we actually had a lot of people from other schools. The other schools.
It was during the NCAA regional baseball tournament that was here.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Baseball starts in less than a month.
We saw Joe Urso, the head coach, in the hallway here, but at halftime of the game, Or was that between games? Maybe it was between games.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see him. He said official practice starts tomorrow.
Now, the Spartans' first 3 games in baseball are considered not home games, but they're against teams from the north, I believe, but they're played over at Yankee Stadium, Steinbrenner Field.
Oh, nice.
So they're going to be playing in a Major League spring training park.
Nice.
By the way, they will not be playing the Phillies this year. They could not find an appropriate date that worked for both teams. McKim from deep. Good.
Well, there's the three-point shooter I talked about.
He's hit 2 the last time down the floor. That was his first 3. But he has a quick release.
He does.
Gets that shot off very fast.
Yeah, he's 5 of 7 overall in the game. So, I mean, Connor McKim is now their leading scorer with 11 points. But as you said, that's his first made 3.
Biffle knocks it down. He's got 19 on the 2.
Yeah.
The lead is 18, though, which equals the second biggest lead of the game. Yenor lost the ball. Foul underneath. McKim, Gamble, collide. No damage. Outside, low, deep, no good. That was Yenor, I should say, missing.
But Bellarmine with his 10th board.
So he just needs 3 more points to get another double-double. Ibrahim loads, fires, misses. You know, neither team very tall out there on the floor right now. Bellarmine, 6'6", the biggest for the Spartans. Spartans have not played Marco Downer. He's their 6'9" post presence, a freshman with some raw talent. (52-36). 13.5 minutes to go. Biffle rises and won't go. I'm sure they're very aware that they have a big lead halfway through the half.
Yeah. This is about the time where it started to slip away last Wednesday night. But tonight, it would seem that there's a little bit more focus and intensity. Taking care of the basketball much better. Only 9 turnovers in the game here with 13 minutes left.
They had 13 in each half last week.
And Sarge fouled the 3-point shooter in this half.
And Biffle knocks it down, 2 of 3. And the lead is 18.
How about Vincent with 21 points?
Yeah. Easy bucket on the other end, though, for Yenor. And it's 54-38. Spartans work it around. High out on the floor. And a little runner by Ibrahim. Caught between a pass and a shot, and he missed a shot. Gamble with a 3. No good. I don't know if it got deflected or not.
I think not.
Just short.
By the way, Vincent Biffle has tied his season high with 21 points. He had 21 at Embry-Riddle in the win there.
Bellarmine out for the Spartans. Brendan Baker in. Baker with a couple 3-pointers. Has hit from each corner.
With 12.5 minutes plus left, his career high of 26 is in sight. That was against Barry.
Nice 3 by Yenor. And it's 54-41.
Don't go away.
Brendan Baker airballed it. Maybe a little early in the shot clock.
He did a couple, though, so he was feeling good.
Yep.
Hit a couple of threes.
Yenor can't make it 2 for 2. Tipped up in the air, and Gamble comes down with it.
Ibrahim getting a well-deserved rest.
Gamble fouled on the fake. Just the 4th foul on Rollins. We've tipped under 12 minutes to go in the game. 11:48 to go. Spartans by 13, 54-41. Jack Ike, Scott Lynn right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Sailport Waterfront Suites in Tampa is Tampa's only all-waterfront, all-suite resort located on beautiful Rocky Point Island, just minutes from UT. Sailport is a refreshing alternative to typical box hotels with its spacious rooms and waterfront relaxation. Sailport Waterfront Suites, an official partner of UT Athletics.
Biffle with 21, Gamble with 12, 2 Spartans in double digits. Yenor with 13 and McKim with 11, the 2 in double digits for Rollins. Spartans with just 1 foul this half, Rollins with 4. Nobody in any real foul trouble. Castaneda does have 3, the only player with 3. A host of players with 1 or 2 for both teams. Spartans now shooting just under 40% for the game, mostly because they're shooting 33% this half. Whereas Spartans are 4 for 12 this half. Rollins is 8 for 12 this half. So they have cut the halftime lead, but only by a bucket. Spartans upped it to 19 earlier in the half. Gamble from way deep, won't go. Gamble now 3 for 13 on the day. That's an unusually cold game for him. Drive, good job by the Spartans to not let him get in. Quickly up court to Ibrahim. He drives, fouled on the way in. Foul is on low. We'll put Ibrahim to the line. Freddie with 2 points on the day. Both points coming by way of the free throw.
13-point ball game.
Ibrahim, I mentioned earlier, with the 8 assists. He's just 1 off his career high. He has had 9 on 2 different occasions.
And he's 3 for 3 from the line.
Most recently against Florida Southern last January the 17th. Also had 9 assists against Embry-Riddle back in December of 2016.
Second free throw, off. Low with the board. 55-41, we come the other way. Bonner on the drive. And nice job by Biffle to coax the jump ball out of it.
A held ball, and the arrow's pointed in Tampa's direction.
Ibrahim over the timeline to Gamble. Gamble looks to drive. Off the glass and in. Nice job, Anthony Gamble. Kind of get the feel for that ball going in the basket, then he can resume the 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
And almost a steal by Biffle.
He would have had a steal had he not been standing out of bounds by the time the ball rolled in his direction. Nobody in foul trouble for either team except Castaneda with 3. He's on the floor playing with 3, so he has to be careful.
Oh, they lost sight of Bonner and Oduna, and he missed a shot. Rebounded, got it back. Oduna sporting a little bit of the James Harden look.
Yeah, a little bit. Got the beard. Got a headband going. Looks old school.
Yeah. It's not Slick Watts, but
that's real old
headband.
School. Kids Google Slick Watts.
Yes.
Boy, Lowe went up and timed that one beautifully.
Spartans by 14. Ibrahim to inbound. Finds Gamble. Drives the lane again. Off the glass. No good. Bellarmine rebounds. Turns around. Puts it up. No good. Rebounds. Puts it back in. Wow.
Just like that, 12 rebounds.
I think he's just at it. He just wants to pad the stats.
Yeah, maybe.
The fact is he does it in a crowd.
He does. Brendan Baker thought he got all ball and knocking that away, but again, he reached in, and as the player was shooting, in the act of shooting, so.
No, always call that.
Pretty much always. So, Castaneda gets to go to the line, but doesn't
This is the first. Just under 10 minutes to go.
And that's kind of an upset. He'd only missed 3 free throws all season.
Hits the second.
86% shooter standing there at the line. Again, not a ton of attempts, but still. It's an upset when you miss a free throw. When you've only missed 3 all season.
Buffalo, no. Rebound Castaneda. He hustles down, doesn't look like he wants to stop, gets fouled by Bellarmine. Bellarmine's third. And Brent Duncan quickly up off the bench.
Well, unlike a week ago on Wednesday night when the Spartans led by 18 with under 16 minutes to play, we have now maintained that 15-point advantage more or less with 9.5 to play.
Yes.
So it's a different week, a different game, and certainly I think Richard Schmidt and Justin Pekka got the players' attention having that week between games. It's a frustrating one to let slip away.
Yeah, it was.
Especially when they had been playing so well.
Right. They would have positioned themselves so much better in the conference. If you won that game, you were 3-2, which moves you up a little bit. You're still chasing Nova Southeastern unbeaten on the season, but
you could be 4-2 with a win here tonight if you had won that one.
Yes.
And again, you can't lose your home games, really, in this conference. That's really tough to overcome.
Especially a team that had not won a conference game.
Yeah.
Brendan Baker fouled on the baseline drive. 6 fouls on Rollins. Spartans will be shooting the 1-and-1 on the next foul.
59-45.
Ibrahim to inbound. Oh, Brent Duncan on the lob, missed. Timing just a smidge off on that one. But the Spartans got it back.
He's kicking himself, too. You can just see him muttering under his breath to himself.
Yep. Moreno from deep, lips out. Quickly down court. Drive. Back out. Or spins in the lane, but spun, and they call it travel. They don't let you do a 720.
No. Spartans have missed 6 of their last 7 shots from the floor. A little bit of a dry spell for the Spartans.
But have been able to maintain the lead.
Even though they're shooting only 29% in this half.
Baker for 3 on the way. Oh, won't fall. Does he get his rebound? No. We come the other way. Davis lobs it back out to Bonner, the lefty jumper. Off the rim, bounces. Rebound low, puts it up too hard, rebound again. And in.
Well, they were shooting 60% in the half until this particular sequence. So, again, they're starting to become more efficient with the basketball. The Spartans are not finding a lid. They're finding a lid on the basket. They're just 6 of 22, 27% in the half.
We are at the under 8 timeout with 7:31 to go in the half, and the game, I should say, in the fourth quarter, maybe.
Yeah, as far as the game would be concerned, this would be the fourth quarter of the game.
Yes. Spartans lead by 12.
You know what I'm thinking about?
Yes.
Donuts.
I don't know. Where would you get some if you had a chance?
Well, I remember Krispy Kreme's not far. Krispy Kreme. Do you think they would
They're waiting for you after this game.
They're serving hot right now.
Right now.
And for generations, Krispy Kreme's been serving delicious donuts and coffee. So stop by for an original glazed donut or other variety paired with a hot coffee. Not a coffee drinker, but I would do a hot chocolate or even a glass of water with it, with those great Krispy Kreme donuts. You visit the nearest Krispy Kreme. It's on West Kennedy, not far from campus. Krispy Kreme serving hot donuts now. See, I'm a big... What the original cake donut, if you will, the cake with icing, though. I do like the icing on it. I do love this. But the thing about Krispy Kreme, just the regular glazed Krispy Kreme.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Just put one donut in the microwave for 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
7 seconds, not more. 7 seconds exactly, and that Krispy Kreme donut literally will melt in your mouth.
Really?
You take a bite, it's almost like cotton candy.
Wow.
It just kind of goes down.
Wow. I do that with brownies. 10 seconds in the
10
microwave.
Seconds there? That works. But I've tried it. I experimented. I'm
7 is the ultimate.
Krispy Kreme connoisseur. And
7
to me,
seconds
7 seconds is the key. On high. 7 seconds on high. Just go ahead and blast that thing.
Shoot it out,
and it
get
will
her down.
melt in your mouth. Now, if I haven't sold you on heading over to Krispy Kreme right now or on your way home after the game, I don't know what more I can do. I don't know what more.
Finish the game for me.
Okay, I'll stay with you for 7.5 minutes. As long as we don't go overtime, I'll be here.
It's so close, I may be back before the game ends.
That's true.
Spartans with the ball. Zone. It looks like a 1-3-1 zone now. Gamble, glass, soft touch, knocks it down. Gamble leading the Spartans in scoring for the season at about 16 a game. Now has 16. Though he's gotten it a little in the more unconventional way from what we're used to him getting.
Yeah, just 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. So his three-point shot has not been dropping tonight. But he's getting a lot of nice moves to the basket.
But he's realized that the last couple times down. McKim hits there.
Down to 11.
61-50 with 6:35 to go. Spartans led by 15 at half, upped it to 19. It's 11 now. And a double dribble not called on Moreno.
They will probably score here, and they will.
And Biffle hits.
That's a big shot for Vincent right there.
Biffle now 23.
You think he double dribbled? I do too.
And Bonner knocks it down.
Again, you do realize the 19-point lead was 15:40 left, which is almost identical to a week ago.
15:54. Yeah.
So now you just got to take care of business. Continue to play, not play to lose. Continue to play to win.
Yep. A little strong. Rebound. Gamble back in. Gamble with 18. Just doing it any way he can find to add to the cause with the 3 not dropping. Lead 13 again. Shot missed. Tipped into the hands of Bellarmine. Will he get credit for that one? Yes, he does. 13. He's got 9 points now. He's 1 short of a double-double. Gamble. Wow, he's just finding spots now.
And again, a yell after the successful basket. He's an emotional player.
Yeah, he is. 67-52, back to 15. Same lead they had at halftime. Skip pass to Yanor. A runner from the left side, no good, into the hands of Moreno. He hustles to the other end. Bounce pass to Ibrahim. Inside Bellarmine, and he lays it in. He's got a double-double.
He does.
And again, you add up the distance on his shots, about 4 feet.
4th double-double of the season for Cedric, and a career-high tying 9th assist for Freddie Ibrahim.
Nice jumper. Castaneda hits it, and a quick timeout is called by Rollins, Coach Tom Klusman. 4:15 to go, 69-55. Spartans holding on. Our next broadcast will be a week from tonight when the Spartans host St. Leo. Always a good matchup. The next game for the Spartans is this Saturday, a tough one. They're on their way to Fort Lauderdale to take on Nova Southeastern. That'll be a 4 o'clock game Saturday for the men, 2 o'clock game for the women.
That could be a tough one, by the way. The men's game, Nova Southeastern, they're really good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
Unbeaten.
12-0 overall, 6-0 in conference play.
I believe they're ranked 4th D2. 4th in the nation.
They score a little bit, don't they?
110 points a game, I believe, is their scoring average. I've got it here. Let me find it. Don't want to say something I don't mean. Sorry, I overstated. It's 107.
Okay. Well,
Nova Southeastern scores 107 points a game on average. The next team in the conference, what do you think they're averaging? But it's respectable.
84?
81 and a half.
Okay.
26-point difference between first and second in scoring.
They are the Loyola Marymount of the Sunshine State Conference. When Loyola back in the day was under Westhead, right? Was going
the
up and
scoring
down the
margin
floor.
is, and they're giving up 81.2, so their average scoring difference is 26 points a game. It's going to be tough. Moreno slaloms up the court, and the Spartans start the offense.
Rollins staying in the zone, but that's fine. Tampa will be glad to run most of the time off the clock and hopefully get a shot, but no, a turnover instead.
McKim hustles back. Bonner back to McKim.
48 remaining.
They swing it. Low, top of the key to Bonner. Nice crossover, drives the lane, lays it in.
Nice move.
Bonner a little quiet today, has 11 now.
Season average 15.6, so yeah, just a little under his average. Spartans doing a nice job of running the clock a little bit, making them stay in their zone.
Shot clock to 5. Gamble drives the lane, call for the charge. Twice today he's been on a charge call, once on the defensive end and this time on the offensive end.
Well, again, the last 2 times the Spartans have run a lot of clock and then end up with no shot. They then turn the ball over. So that's not what you want at the end of the good execution of running a little time, let it tick down. But only 3:05 to play and you're up by 12. This should hopefully go well for the Spartans down the stretch.
Richard Schmidt with a timeout called.
Biffle season high 23. Again, just 3 points off his career high. Gamble with another 20-point game. He's had a few of those.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you exactly how many in just a moment. This is his 7th 20-point game. One of them was a 32-point game. That was the game against Shaw, which he had tied his career high with that 32-point game, was 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. This is a much different 20-point game, making just 3 of 12 from beyond the arc tonight.
Other games going on in the conference tonight. We don't have any scores, but Eckerd is at Nova Southeastern. Lynn travels to Embry-Riddle. Florida Tech is at St. Leo. And Florida Southern is at Palm Beach Atlantic. Nova Southeastern, as we mentioned, 6-0 in conference play, 12-0 on the season. Barry hanging tight at 5-1, 10-3 overall. Lynn is 4-1, 11-1 on the season. McKim, no good, fighting for it. Into the hands of Bellarmine. Quickly up court, and he threw it away.
Freddie Ibrahim is telling Bellarmine, come on, we didn't need to force things here.
He agrees. He even says, my bad.
He did have a player wide open.
Yeah, he was.
You got to connect with him if you're going to do that.
McKim unloads deep and hits. He has such a quick release. And even if you're on him, he's going to get the shot.
3-possession game.
Oh, he throws it down low and dunks.
You don't
get credit for that?
No, you would not.
I don't think you'd get style points.
Yeah, it would have been a style points. Let me see.
Castaneda with the foul. He is done for the day, I believe. That is foul number 5.
It is indeed.
Bellarmine to the free throw line.
Great foul by Castaneda.
He's 1 of 2 from the line today.
Putting a free throw shooter on 7%. 1 of 2 in the first half. Let's see what he does here.
First free throw, wide right. Second free throw, strong. Empty possession there. We come back the other way. This is the big time down the floor.
Yes, it is.
Yenora drives, missed. Low rebounds, back out. McKim quickly unloads, misses, and Moreno gets it.
That's a big miss for the Spartans.
2:05 to go in the game, holding on to a 9-point lead. That could have cut it to 6 had they knocked it down, so that was a big possession. Ibrahim splits the difference, off to Bellarmine, off the glass and in! Bellarmine ups the lead to 11 as he picks up his 13th point of the night.
And 10 assists for Freddie Ibrahim, a new career high. Nice job.
Shot missed, tipped by Biffle, and Biffle gets the board. Freddie Biffle has 6 rebounds, or I should say Vincent Biffle with 6 rebounds today. Under a minute and a half, the Spartans are going to hold on and get this win. 10 on the shot clock. Inside, Bellarmine fouled. Had a little push from behind by Bonner and a stare by Bellarmine. But they patched things up.
Well, we have the final. Eckerd College defeated Nova Southeastern tonight, 59-56.
So they scored 1/2 of their normal points?
One that you would normally call intentional. Eckerd beat Nova 59-56 for first loss of the season.
Oh, check that.
Southeastern.
I'm sorry, that's the women's game. Sorry, my bad.
Got excited
Getting
there.
help here. I was too.
Be that lowest score.
That's what I thought as well. That's what I thought.
Half their points. That was a women's game.
Sorry about that.
They called that an intentional foul. Bellarmine, though, missed both free throws.
Okay, that's the 8th foul. There you go.
But the Spartans will now inbound with 1:14 to go.
Foul. Now they get a fresh clock. 30 seconds for foul Bellarmine again. They got to foul somebody. 70.
They'll probably start to foul. It's getting to that point where you can't let the Spartans keep running clock. There's 20 seconds to go. That'll run the clock down to 40 seconds if they don't foul soon. But they don't seem like they want to. Bellarmine up in the air. They threw it away, though. Under a minute to go. Spartans by 11. Kim backs away.
I stand corrected here. Nova leading Eckerd 63-54 with 4.5 minutes to play.
Still low scoring, though. Yeah. Anthony Gamble with the drive and the bucket, and he has 22. 30 seconds to go. Spartans by 13. Tampa's going to pick up the win tonight.
31.7 seconds left. 13 points. Eckerd trailing second half, 63-54. Nova low score for Nova.
Jumper by Bonner, rebounded by Ibrahim.
Make it 6, but not get it.
Okay.
Despite the angle.
We go to the other end, and Freddie Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Back to his yard full of beautiful birds. 9-5 record in the
Ibrahim with the shot. and hits the free throw.
Well, nice job by Freddie tonight. Again, with the assist that we've mentioned, 5 rebounds. He might even have a few steals. I'm going to double check that.
Spartans have 7 steals.
Yeah, he has 2 of them.
Hits them both, 75-60. 24 seconds to go. Ibrahim now with 5 points on the day. Nice tip over the top. Quickly up to Moreno. He finds Biffle. Biffle just backs it out with 12.
And this is a nice win. A great comeback win by the Spartans.
5 seconds. Gamble's just going to hold it, and the clock's going to run down. And there it is. The Spartans pick up the win, 75-62 over the Rollins Tars, and that will move the Spartans to 9-5 on the year, 3-3 in the Sunshine State Conference. Leading scorer for Tampa is Vincent Biffle with 23, Anthony Gamble with 22, and Cedric Bellarmine with 13. Leading the Spartans in scoring, double digits today. Leading for Rollins, McKim with 17, Castaneda with 10, Bonner with 11, and Yanor with 13. Nice game.
Sit down.
Freddie Ibrahim joining me. Congratulations. Nice game.
Thank you.
Career high 10 assists today.
I feel like I could have had more, but I mean, it was good.
Did you ever put an asterisk by and say, I actually had 15 if you'd have made the shots?
I mean, later on in the night, I'll probably get on a few people.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
Just for fun, though.
Let me just ask you this. Coming off last week, having a similar lead at a similar time, was that on your mind at all?
To be honest, yes and no. I feel like having that sort of early in the conference season, that kind of, makes us emphasize on our every play defense and all that stuff. So I think they did get back in the ball game, but I mean, this game is a game of runs, and I think that we stuck with it. We played strong on defense, and we just stuck the course.
They got it down to 9, and then you guys said enough's enough and got it back up there.
Yeah, well, we weren't even taking bad shots. We were honestly doing the same thing we've been doing, just missing open opportunities, which is fine. That happens. So I mean, it was nothing that our coaches didn't draw up or anything like that. We just weren't executing. I mean, we were executing right, though.
Yeah, the team itself did not have a great shooting night, but you found so many other ways to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing high on the zone. So I mean, that one dribble in, Anthony can shoot deep range, so that helps a little bit. But I mean, just finding the open man after getting through the zone in the beginning.
You had 5 points all from the free throw line.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I wasn't really shooting the ball too well, but I mean, I guess I found another way to impact the game.
You take those 5, the 10 assists, that's 25 points you had an influence on.
Exactly. It's a good way to look at it.
Did it help to not play last week? Last Saturday after that game?
We did get a lot of rest. I mean, we did run a bit, but it was good because we had injuries and stuff. But no, we took a lot of time to focus on ourselves and kind of like a mini vacation, if you will. Just more on ourselves, and then we knew their plays a lot. We had more time to focus on their plays.
Now, one last question for you. You look at this team. Guard was the strength coming into the season. You had so many opportunities, so many people, and now it's like, boy, last man standing almost.
Yeah. It's coming in, we had everyone fight for their position in their minutes, but now it's like you just got to hold on to what we got and just play smart at this point. Foul trouble is big now. Yeah. So I mean, defensively, I think we did great, especially not getting in foul trouble today and only playing 3 main guards for the most part. That was good on us.
Because they tried to see if Scott had eligibility left. Justin said he needed a guard, so he. Fortunately, you didn't need him.
I mean, we might in the future, but right now we're okay.
Okay. Be on call. All right. Freddie, congratulations. Nice win.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good luck. You got a tough one coming up Saturday.
We do, but we're locked in on it, and now it's just on to the next one, and got to beat them at their home.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. We'll be back next week, too.
Thank you so much.
All right. Freddie Ibrahim with 10 assists, a career high. And he seems very proud of that. Spartans win at 75-62 is the final. And we'll be back next Wednesday when the Spartans will return to the Bob Martinez Center as they will be taking on St. Leo. So that's it from this broadcast. The Spartans head to Nova Southeastern on Saturday in a tough battle there. And we will be then back next Wednesday and the Saturday after that. For Scott Lynn, this is Jack Ike saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching this game on Tampa Spartans.tv.